Okay, one final match today before I go make dinner.
Right.
Against the United States. Now just to figure out what commander to go. Might go armored this time. Because Shermans. Or I could go Ranger because US Rangers lead the way. US Army Rangers. Yeah, US Army Rangers could be fun because US Ranger gets a lot of nice gear to work
Oh,
with.
I defeated it.
Like they get the
Nice.
Jumbo Sherman. And a Jumbo Sherman is quite a nasty piece of work. What if we take a Sherman, put a 76mm fast loading gun on it, and up armor it to the point that it's as heavily as a Tiger?
Probably have a broken thing.
It worked!
Alright then.
That's what the Jumbo is. It's slower, obviously, but it's heavy.
Well, yeah.
Okay. Just waiting for this gamer Shiner who has been very who talks a lot in caps lock and complains a lot despite we win and such, so not sure what to think of him.
I missed. What?
Rifle squad ready for action.
Gather round. Okay, move it along. Orders, boys. Follow me. Nuts. We got orders coming. Alright, we gotta capture it, that patch of dirt.
We got a rifle squad waiting for orders.
Move it out, let's go. Knock it off. Okay, move it along. Steady up. Move it out, let's go. We're getting blasted over here!
Oh, I can't hit it. Doing this for.
We got orders coming. Okay, move it along. Get your gear. Move it out. Move it out. Let's go. Capture complete.
Ah, nope, hit it there.
Get us out of here. Listen up. Here's the deal. Keep the pressure up. Go, go, go. Target secured. Capture and secure that area. Move. Get to that point. Fall back.
Heavy machine gun team ready for orders.
Get ready. Give it all you got, boys. Gather up. Move it out. Let's go. Do something. Yeah. Steady up. We have training and discipline. Use it.
Rifle squad, ready for action.
Knock it off. Move your ass! Go! Get right here! Alright, you come on. Okay, move it along. Knock and lock. We got some fighting to do. We're getting plastered over here! Fall back! Fall back! Go, go, go! I got him! Ready yourself! Let him have it! Stand ready! Area secured! Fall back! Squad, get ready! The line is breaking! Infantry! Gather round. Okay. Moving out. Let's go.
All sectors, ability, now ready.
Promotion just came in.
A capture point is being overrun.
It's too hairy. Pull back!
The supply line just got cut off.
Kill those guys! Get your asses over there! Get on that point! Spread out on that area! Move your ass!
The enemy is overrunning one of our capture points.
Take that objective secured! God damn it! Capture that area! Run! Get over there!
Jesus Christ, I have to do all the work here.
Stand by. Gather up. All right, you knuckleheads. Falling back. Under attack! Frag on! Coming up on the flank! Grenade! All right. We're moving. Let's go. Shake the legs. Let's go. All right, you dopes. Listen up. Gather round. Moving out. Let's go.
We're losing a capture point.
Reinforcements in. Ready. Welcome to the death factory. Moving out. Excavate. Right, just okay. Move it along. Knock it. Moving out. Let's go.
Medics are ready for deployment.
Okay, we need to get the
God damn it.
something heavier to help you.
Kill it with the rifle grenade. Grenade. Move it. Move your ass. Go. Ready to go. Move. Lock it down. Hurry. Stand ready.
We have a lieutenant reporting in for duty.
Get ready. Promotion just came in. God damn it. Run. Get over there. Get moving. Orders. Taking fire. All right, you dope. This ain't a combat. No tangling. Get the hell out of here. Move.
Just got a report of an infantry unit being wiped out.
Ready. Steady up. Okay, move it along. Check you out.
Ready. Secure the... A capture point is under attack.
Medic's ready. Moving out. Let's go. Steady up, fellas. I got light MGs coming our way.
Gear up and move out.
All right. Okay, move it along.
Well, secure the ammo so we can get out of here.
Knock it. Moving out. Let's go.
Okay. Need some 3rd
Boys,
Infantry Division.
roll us out.
Okay, moving along.
We're ready to go. Let's move out of here.
I got orders. All right, you don'ts. Listen up. It's gonna take us into critical
Contact!
line.
Fucking drive! Infantry! Contact! Engage!
Ready to open up with that LMG. Orders!
Ready! Move! Rifle squad, waiting for orders. Send orders! Go, go, go! We've got orders to capture ground. Stay to combat. Go now! Step on it!
Hold out the metal, boys! Promotion just came through!
This place! Come on! Drive, drive!
Order! Run! Get over there!
We got orders to capture ground.
Order! Move your ass! Go! Move it out. Let's go.
Let's get that going.
God damn it! Someone get us out of here! Moving! Grenade! Knock it off. And listen up. Get to that point! Get on that fucking point! Order incoming! Move, goddamn! Come back! Keep on the
Down.
Utility
Okay,
car,
that's,
taking the
that's
field.
it. Hello, whoever that is.
So, what you up to?
Just playing and recording some Comedy Heroes 2.
And I'm playing The Long Dark.
Driver, move us forward.
Okay.
You guys
Yeah, I'm
know
recording
what
this for YouTube, so your voice is on YouTube now, if
to do.
you were wondering.
Let's
Oh,
get
yeah.
this show on the
No
road.
problem. I will allow it.
Good to go. Let's get a move on.
And it's a good way for you to get monetized, because my voice is very children unfriendly.
Now, to be fair, with the recent alterations to the way they've done it, there is supposedly a benefit
Go ahead.
to things not being necessarily, but you know, political content is now not so impossible to monetize apparently. But I'll see it when I believe it.
Monetize political content, yes.
Let's go. Driver.
Always good.
Show on the road.
Let's get this up
But
there.
yeah, I looked a bit at the discussion in the... we talked about that discussion he had in the mod.
In the mod channel.
channel before, yeah, about the traits, and I'm like, yeah, this is a single player issue for you, because I don't see that popping up in multiplayer, because we will I will not allow people to just pick it just because they feel like they need a reason.
MG42 in center, that's gonna be hard to push up on. But I can soon get Shermans.
Send. Hit it. Go. Getting hit.
That's a Puma!
Hit. Drive. Power's gone. Get on. Orders. Move us out. Move us out.
But it really sounded like you said that's a boomer.
Shit. Step on it. Drive. Drive.
Ouch.
I know I'm not funny, don't worry.
That thing packs a punch, and I said ouch about the gameplay, not your comments.
No, no. Oh, okay.
Basically a tank just wrecked his entire front
Well,
line there.
a Puma, not a tank.
Yeah, but looks like a tank.
Tanky bugger.
I mean, if that's not a tank...
It's an
then
armored car.
An armored car with a fucking like tank thing at the top cannon.
Shit. I have to pull back.
We lost an infantry unit. They got wiped out.
But yeah, that thing looks very like menacing. Yeah.
Overrunning one of our capture points. Drive.
Why do I feel like that thing is ridiculously strong?
Come on. Captain,
Maybe
just
because
took
it
the
is.
battlefield.
I mean, he basically got down like 1/3 of its health now, and it has wrecked basically 2 of his points.
Yeah, but I managed to pull back for repairs without losing any of them. So that's something.
Rounds are sniffing around our asses. Tactical point being captured. We're ready
With
to
a
go.
wolf, I will take its pelt and a kilogram of it.
Let's go.
Nah, I'll just take the pelt.
Moving along. Get that thing
Rifle squad ready for action.
moving out. Let's go.
My sneaking suspicion is that's a wolf.
Boys, you ready? Let's get a move on.
That's a wolf.
Sorry.
Getting a
Do you have
Sherman?
a rough idea of what? Do you have a rough idea of what the Long Dark is?
No.
It's basically a much more realistic. It's a much more realistic survival game.
Mhm.
No zombies, none of that shit. You just got your actual, you've got an actual thing.
I mean, like survival in normal nature or stuff
Yeah.
like that, or
Exactly. Surviving in well, it's not air quotes normal. There's this strange aurora borealis, and everything's basically winter. So really, the main enemy is not even necessarily wolves or anything. It's the ice cold.
yeah, the actual enemy you're fighting is rather the environment rather than an enemy.
Yeah, pretty much.
Keep pushing.
But we all know that wolves are just more feral doggos, so
Basically, yeah. In this game, it even says wolves are not actually this aggressive. Don't tend to actually be this aggressive or behave in this fashion. It is just it completely acknowledges that it is full fright. This is just to make it to help make it a game.
Rear echelon troops on the front line.
And it's just I appreciate the fact that it's I appreciate the understanding, and that it's not just gonna it's very upfront with you about it. It's not gonna bullshit you around like other games companies will be like, this could actually happen.
Transport is here.
mean-
It's just really upfront with you.
that's the thing I talked to Tay recently, just this morning, about like things like that. How I do as a GM consider things like that. If there is like regular animals, then I always take the if they believe they would be badly injured, they would not take that fight unless it really mattered to them.
Yeah.
Because generally animals operate with the knowledge that even if they would be able to take down a prey, if they get injured doing it, it's often not worth it.
Yeah.
Then it's often better to just go for another prey.
Lions leave. I don't know, was it lions? No, lions generally leave giraffes alone.
Yeah, because giraffe is a pretty big animal.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically, if you get injured while trying to get food constantly, then you won't last for very long.
No, you won't.
We got a rifle squad waiting for orders. Driver, forward.
There we are.
So generally speaking, when a lot of enemies, when I GM in D&D, etc., will run away the moment they realize that we won't. We either, in animals' case, they will run away when they realize that that we will be injured in this fight. Then animals tend to just nope out. In cases of other enemies that you fight, they will. Yeah, I mean, like humans and things like that, I will tend to nope out the moment they realize that they will die if they stay.
Oh yeah. I mean, I suspect that's linked to why animals will just run away at loud noises, like unnaturally loud noises to them.
Yeah, because a lot of things are also, if they face things that they don't know about, then it's always a risk that it's something that can harm them.
And it's just one of those things of like,
On the other hand, if there's a really loud noise for an animal, but they live in an environment where that loud noise constantly happen and it's never dangerous, then they won't run away from it anymore.
Yeah, the Skinner box ideas and all that. But basically, if you get taught like this noise does nothing, then you're gonna start ignoring it.
Exactly.
Well, this is gonna be a weird conversation for people to listen on YouTube.
Well, it's an interesting one at the very least.
I mean, they are probably going to post comment about who is that talking.
They always do.
Yeah. Hey, if it provides them with information that is useful.
I mean, might not be useful, but it's information that is not harmful to listen to.
Yeah. Distinction.
Oh, you are actually... It's actually multiplayer.
Yeah, it's of course it's multiplayer. Why wouldn't it be?
I don't know how this game works. I have never played it.
This game would not work with multiplayer, frankly. It just could not.
I mean, that depends. Survival games I've seen a lot that are multiplayer and works just fine, but...
For this game, it's just like there's a lot of like an atmosphere of isolation, loneliness, and just like struggling on your own against nature. It just not work with a multiplayer unless you can manage to do that. And another wolf. I think I found a timber.
I mean, you can have a theme where it still is struggling and isolation, just that...
Shermans are just beating their ass.
just the people that you have are isolated from everything else.
Yeah, true.
Man, the Shermans are just tearing them apart. There's nothing they can do.
Yeah, thanks.
I think I found a timber.
There is a reason tanks were used so much.
I love Sherman. Shermans is such a good American tank.
Good boy. Who's a good tank? Yes, who's a good tank?
Stow those damn rounds and get this thing moving.
Go at this place.
Alright, I think that
Drive her over to that location.
Okay, got one of them.
Like, people really underestimate the Sherman. It's not a bad tank at all.
I mean, why would they underestimate the tank? Even if it was...
It generally has a bad reputation from World War II, but it's actually a really good tank on statistics.
What kind of bad reputation did it get?
It would essentially blow up at any heavy German gun that would hit it.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, I might take advantage of this. Take advantage.
There we go, I lost one tank. Pulling back.
There we go, blow up.
He had just had to prove it. It's not that hard to deal with a tank. You're just gonna know what to do to deal with it.
Yeah.
I found a cave.
But he surrendered because he's alone. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So that's 5 games in one day. I'd say that's a good number of games.
I mean, if you surrender, you don't need to self-destruct your base, you know.
Yeah, that's why he surrendered.
I mean, I surrendered and then the camera scrolled over to his base and he just detonated it himself.